This is 3 News Daily.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to 3 News Daily on your Thursday, September 7th. Thank you very much for being here for what matters most to you in Northeast Ohio. I'm Stephanie Haney, and we start with an update in Lorain, where today police announced the results of an internal investigation into the deadly shooting of a family's dog by a police officer. The results found the officer's use of deadly force was reasonable, and the shooting did in fact align with the department's policies and procedures at the time of the shooting in June. It happened at a home on Oberlin Avenue when the officer shot a lab named Dixie after she ran toward him in the street. The dog was shot multiple times and died at the scene.
I do not expect, nor should you expect, our cops to get bit or attacked by dogs. It's not happening in Lorain. I'm not going to let it happen in Lorain. People need to control your dogs, period.
Now, Lorain Police Chief James McCann says the department has actually updated its policies and procedures related to capturing loose dogs. Now, officers will only be allowed to take action if a dog creates immediate danger to the public. The officer who shot the dog is still on modified duty right now. Now to Stark County, where there's a renewed push to help identify a man whose remains were found back in 2001. State and county officials held a news conference today unveiling a new forensic facial reconstruction made by an artist from the Ohio Bureau of Investigation. Authorities are hoping someone will recognize the man based on the reconstruction and come forward with more information about his identity and death. You can see that reconstruction on WKYC.com. Now in Euclid, police say 2 armed suspects are in the hospital after they were shot by the resident of a home they were trying to break into. Police say the male suspect was hit 3 times and the female suspect was struck 6 times. It happened Monday around 11 p.m. on Miller Avenue, and authorities say the suspects had run away from the scene but were found by police and taken to the hospital. The resident has also been taken into custody. This is pending an investigation by the Euclid Police Detective Bureau. Now in Ashtabula County, a 19-year-old driver is facing felony charges after leading troopers on a high-speed chase through 2 counties. The State Highway Patrol says Eliza Schultz of Orwell refused to stop when they tried to pull him over on I-90. Troopers say he tossed a firearm from the vehicle during the chase, which eventually ended in Lake County when the driver crashed into a van. 2 people in the van were taken to a hospital with serious injuries. Now in Cuyahoga County, employees at the Jade Edna Hunter Social Services building stepped outside yesterday to call for safety. A social worker working there tells 3 News at least 35 employees have been assaulted by children staying in the building. The president of their union, Sean Grayson, says they're looking for immediate solutions.
We're looking for security in the room. I mean, that's really what we're looking for. Somebody who has authority to deal with what's happening in the room and make sure that everybody in that room is safe.
Having an armed guard in a room with a child who may have experienced something very traumatic can also be traumatic. So we don't believe that that's an answer.
A lot of questions about how to handle a situation like that. And the union tells 3 News that there have been at least 60 reports of violence against employees there since January of last year.
The first act in this week's Top 5 is Most! Thank you, Summer Rios. You're awesome.
All right, let's take a moment now to celebrate Summer Rios. She didn't advance to the next round of America's Got Talent, but she clearly has a very bright future ahead of her. This 19-year-old singer from Brunswick, yes, she is only 19, put on quite a performance during Tuesday's live show. Now, only 2 acts from that round of the competition get to go on to the finals. That's based on audience vote. Summer, we just want to say congratulations. We are so proud of you and a lot ahead for you, absolutely. As for the 2 acts who are moving on to the season finale, they are the Zanzi Youth Choir from South Africa and singer Putri Ariani of Indonesia. Both of those acts got the golden buzzer after their auditions. And the 2-night finale of America's Got Talent will air September 26th and 27th. You can watch that right here on NBC. All right, we've got good news for Giant Eagle shoppers. Customers who get their groceries there will no longer be charged for paper shopping bags. This change is in effect at all 24 Cuyahoga County locations. The grocery store is also rolling out new incentives for customers who use at least 1 reusable bag during checkout. Customers who are part of the My Perks or Fuel Perks Plus programs at Giant Eagle will get 2 perks per transaction when they use their own bag. Now, speaking of Giant Eagle, legendary wrestler Ric Flair is headed to several Northeast Ohio locations to host meet and greet events. The 16-time world heavyweight champion will visit 3 locations on September 12th. Let me see if I can get this right. He'll be promoting his Woo energy drink. That's that Ric Flair Woo that y'all know, and you'll know it by the face on the can. It'll be his face on there. He'll be at the North Olmsted, Painesville, and Stowe locations. For more information on how you can meet the Ric Flair, just head over to WKYC.com. And before we go, Bojangles has opened its first restaurant in Northeast Ohio. You can now get your Cajun Southern Fried Chicken Fix in North Canton on Everhard Road Northwest. It'll be open from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day, and it's a good thing they have those long hours because the restaurant has already been drawing in some big crowds. People do love their Bojangles, and now you can get it here in town, and rather than having to get it while you're on vacation somewhere else. All right, thanks for being here for today's edition of 3 News Daily, wherever you're watching or listening, perhaps on your favorite podcast platform. We do appreciate you. Have a beautiful Thursday. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more of your top stories from around Northeast Ohio.